Hey guys, in about 7 minutes I'm gonna start the stream. I'm just getting ready. Hi Krishek. Krishek, before you left yesterday you wanted to ask me something. I've noticed it a little bit later on. You can ask the question now if you want to. Just getting ready, preparing the questions for you guys. Hi Bayraktar. Nice to see you again. Just getting ready for the stream guys, preparing some raffles. I'm fine, how are you? What about Serpentfly? I'm gonna test that weapon eventually, maybe next week, depending on how the schedule goes. And today I'm gonna try and test two of the charger units, and it's going to be quite hard because I need to put two scenarios: one when they have access to the backline, and one when they don't have access to the backline. I haven't had a chance to go for Serpentfly yet, because I don't play Tazer. So you'll need to wait for me to actually test it. Maybe I'll test it next week. If you're interested, I'll see how it goes next week. Okay, let me just get ready, make sure everything is set up, and we can start. Oh yeah, just Discord. Hi, listen and enjoy. I wasn't convinced about about Firebird weapon when I did the test. It wasn't that good. Okay guys, I'm just gonna run to toilet and I'll be ready with you. Okay, I'm back. Well, yeah, but you can also choose whichever you want. Like, you don't need to roll for the rainbow one. It's going to be obviously very, very hard to get it. You can stop at whichever you want. So if you run in, let's say Luna, you want Fire Spell Mastery. If you run Zeron or Inferno, you want enemy's mana regen, mana suppression. So you choose the element of the spell you want to use. Okay guys, let's quickly go through. Okay, so that's me in game. This is my main account. I'm just gonna go quickly through a schedule, see what's happening this week. So we have a start of the May. We got a new premium card available. Make sure you guys actually click it and unlock it, so you start leveling up. And when it comes to the schedule, we're gonna have exclusive redemption, so you can choose these weapons if you got Void Mithrils. Master of Exploration is just finishing. We still got a Fishing Master event. It's quite good, but it's also quite expensive one. You need to choose the rewards you want. It's all really personal what you want to go for. Me personally, I'm either going for Dragonblood, uh, Holy Emblem tokens, these pearls, or the scrolls. I'm not gonna spend too much diamonds on this event. This is why I'm not rerolling. Whichever one of these four I get, I'll try and get it, as you can see. I obviously do all these missions daily. What I'm doing also is I'm buying a fishnet once a day, buying for 1 diamond, and I'm buying for $1. Okay, to get a little extra. It's not expensive and it can yield me quite good rewards. Now, Pearl Exchange, obviously if you run in any of these SR Plus units, you want them to get to 5-star Awaken. The new pearls available, a very good offer. This is probably the best offer. You can buy them and purchase them in a shop here. 150, I believe it's 150 diamonds per pearl. So make sure you buy them. It's probably the best deal when it comes to getting Awakening Souls. And this is what I'm only buying a little bit at the moment to finish up the quest of spending 880 diamonds at the last day of the event. I'm just gonna buy all of them. This is what I usually do with all these events. I spend at the last day. I've got Abyss Trial, so make sure you do all these quests daily to get obsidian. Then you can exchange obsidian over here. If you're trying to get Devil to 6-star, you should go for his shards. What I'm doing is I'm saving till I get 200 obsidian, and I'm gonna buy SSI units. So it's because I got Devil at 6-star, and I want other SSI units as well. Double experience when purchasing from the post. Emblem Exchange, so if you get these tickets, exchange them for Path of Assassin. This is the best deal. You don't want any other emblem. Special offer packets, grab the free one daily. Sword of Frost, quite expensive, £50 for an artifact. I never bought any artifact pieces yet. Okay, movement pack, energy pack, so they are pretty crappy. Elk Mysterious gift, make sure you grab it every day. As I said, Quiet Pearl and 10 Pearl special offers in the store. Orange Artifact special offer. We got Upgrade Talents, make sure you guys do that. You only need 200 bottles of each talent, and you're gonna get some in return. It's a good deal to get your units up a little bit. And Novice Duel, so Duel of the Champions, gonna give us a Knight Pike this time. So I'm testing Cavalier, so you get some pikes and you can actually upgrade the weapons if it's worth it. Elite Challenge, gonna give us Arcanchant tokens. Life Celebration, extra underground single purchase. Okay, this is what's happening every week. Emblem Exchange again, Path of Assassin, that's good. Lucky Snatch, we'll see what we'll have. I'm not spending, and I recommend not spending any diamonds on Lucky Snatch at the moment. The ultra rare units are the priority. Trial of Courage, double experience in the crypt. It's always nice to have freebies. Guild Party, make sure you do all the quests except for donating diamonds to the guild. So because you'll get all these extra rewards, it's always nice. Seafaring, so shortens voyage mission. Make sure you spend your speed tokens in the shipyard here to get as much barrack resources as possible. All these sales are not even worth mentioning. Yeah, multi-choice custom packs and a purple artifact special offer. So basically this is all what we're gonna have this week. It's nothing exciting, but tomorrow we're gonna find out a new ultra rare unit that's going to be released next month, which is quite nice. Purchase. Yeah, purchase. Okay, so when it comes to my icon, I'm almost 11 million power. This is the formation that I'm running. This is the formation that I'm running currently. As you can see, I've put Regnance here. She's 6-star. The only two things that I need to replace is these Crusaders and Gold Golem. These are two weak tanks. However, my my Paladin is slowly getting there. As you can see, he's almost 6-star. I'm getting him through the barracks, so it's taking a little bit of time, but I'm very close. This is why I want this Dragon Blood. As you can see, I'm only 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 91 shards away. When it comes to the Awakening, I'm only 26 tokens away. This is why I'm gonna get these Quiet Pearls to make sure I get at least 3-star Awakened. Also make sure that you spend your expedition points in the shop, because they don't carry on, so you're gonna lose them. Even if you buy that, that's still good. Okay, so make sure you have 0 by the end of the day today. Just quickly buy something, and then we can move to the test server. Just gonna change between the servers, guys. Okay, I'm logging into the test server now, so we can start some weapon testing. Okay, as a reminder, I've done 2 raffles yesterday. There's only 3 raffles left for today. I got 3 questions prepared. For 3 person that answer first to the questions will get the rewards. Each question will be asked after we finish one of the weapons test. Okay, so let's go. So basically, I'm gonna show you guys the spreadsheet that I'll be using for today. This is what I prepared. Okay, so basically what I need to test today is the Cavaliers, how they behave when they have no access to the backline, which means they're gonna clash with the tanks, and when they have access to the backline, when they actually destroy the backline units and then move on to the tanks. Because there's always 2 scenarios with charging units, and this is why the test is not gonna be that easy. So it's gonna be a little bit longer, but I'm gonna try to speed it up as much as I can. What I'll be looking for is a damage done, true damage, healing done, and Monk's damage. Okay, obviously I don't need Monk's damage here. Just copy pasted that. The reason I want Monk damage here is because Cavalier's weapon, I'm just gonna go take a look at that. Cavalier's weapon, well, let's say champion, boosts friendly caster units penetration by 300, and the reason I'm also gonna use monks is to make sure Cavalier's got high morale, because there's something about high morale, I believe here. Okay, 21 at high morale. Okay, so I want monks in the team. I'm gonna use Cavaliers with no emblems, and I'm gonna do a similar thing to what I've done yesterday when I'm gonna actually put emblems at the end of the test. I'm gonna test 2 sets or maybe 3 sets of emblems, depending on if you guys got any ideas or not, because basically I have no idea what to run them with. They are awakened only 4-star though, so this is it, this is them. Okay, so talent points 12,000, so you know what we're gonna test. And let's start with it. So we go to the training grounds, free practice. Let's go with heroes, and we're gonna go with that fella. Okay, so Demon will be a great tank for this test because he's going to survive. Okay, this is going to be the first thing I'm gonna test. So basically I want, oh sorry, got to change the screen. Okay, so we're by here. So the first thing I'm gonna test is them actually hitting the tanks. So they're not gonna go to the back line. They're gonna get stuck against the tank. And the tank that I'm gonna use today is going to be a single target tank. And he's going to be with Monk, Genie, I think I should put a little bit more into the back line, because I believe Cavalier will be able to kill them quite quickly. So let's go with Mermaid up in the corner. And there's a different hero. Let's use that fellow. Okay, let's start the test. Okay, so what I need is to make sure that the Cavalier survives the whole fight, which it did. That's good. And okay, so the damage done. Okay, I forgot to add 0-0. I need to move that one, slope down. Okay, so at 0-0, he's done 201 million damage. 201 million damage. He's also done 1 million healing. The monk's damage was at 209 million. And true damage 229 million. No, sorry, 22 million. Okay, so these are the stats. Fill in the first column. Now I'm gonna put him into the access point. And obviously I forgot to do that. Okay, so he's gonna go into Mermaid first and then move to these backline units. So at this level he's not able to kill the mermaid. However, his damage done, so I was guessing, went up because he's not facing tank. So he's done 323 million. His healing went up to 10 million. Monk damage went up a little bit. And true damage for this fight was at 170 million. Okay, so the true damage when he has access to the backline is going by a lot. It's a nice thing to see. Okay, so that's with level 0 weapons. So as I find out in the previous stream, it's very important for damage dealers to have their weapons leveled up. Well, it's not as important for the tanks because the stats don't actually benefit tanks too much. HP is good, but the tanks benefit more from the defense stat than HP. Okay, so I'm gonna get it to level 40 because level 20 is just too easy to get, and ups 41. Okay, I went a little bit overboard. So let's go again. So his damage should go up quite significantly, hopefully. Let's start with the Cavalier access to the backline. Okay, so nothing changes when it comes to the skills. His damage just should go up because of the attack stat. Okay, so he's still not able to kill Mermaid. And his damage went up to 343 million. Healing is at 11 million. Monk's damage went up by 4 million. during this fight, and the true damage went up to 124 million. To move on, and let's make sure he has no access. Okay, so when there's no access, 219 million, which is an increase of 18 million. Healing down only 1.2 million, so it's not significant. Monk's damage went down by 6 million, and his true damage went up to 25 million. Okay, let's level up the weapon further. Gonna stop at level 60 this time around. I am so glad we have a community doing testing, because my lazy ass can't be bothered. It's not even about being lazy or not, it's the resources you need to put into testing could be used somewhere else, and this is why I really enjoy being on the test server, because I can do it for the community so they know where to invest their resources, because the most important thing about this game is actually your resource management. Just like in all Heroes of Might and Magic games, you need to manage your resources. You need to be like in a chess game, you need to be a couple moves ahead. So you can only get so many resources per day, week, and so on. Okay, so no access at level 60. So he's done 228 million. Healing still at 1. Monk's damage 203. And his true damage went to 26 million. Okay, so not a big. Yes, I remember Necropolis from that. I used to play Necropolis a lot. Yeah, I hated when AI had Necro as the main team, because they would just destroy. They just didn't care, they just moved. The longer they were away from the castle, they were stronger and stronger, and they always destroy all these skeletons and stuff. Okay, so now access. Okay, so with access, his damage went up to 356 million. Healing still at 11.5. Monk's damage at 211, and true damage is 129. So the weapon is increasing his damage just a little at the moment. It's not like with all these DPS units, all these range units that I've tested, the damage went by huge numbers. But Cavalier was never like a good damage dealing unit. Okay, let's get that weapon to level 80. The reason I want to test Cavalier is because I'm thinking of putting him into my backup formation, because I'm running vampires at the moment and I'm not using Necropolis roster whatsoever, so these vampires are not actually that strong. But if Cavalier weapon is strong, and Griff's awakening skill works when he's getting summoned by from backup units, and then he does his scream and he boosts my units. Then Tooth in Fury sound good. Okay, so 391 million, 12 million healing, Monk's damage at 208, so Monk is doing less damage every time, and true damage 142. Okay, so let's block his access again. Okay, 244, still 1 million, 211, so Monk's damage went up, and his true damage of 27 million. So whenever he's facing a tank, his true damage goes down by like 100 million. This is why he's doing less damage at all, in all altogether. So let's go charging again. This time it's going to be a max level weapon. So the stats, while the stats increased, his damage didn't increase that much, because Cavaliers are basically a burst unit, and if they can't kill the target, if they are actually killing these mermaids, they will be doing much more damage, because they just face roll from that point on, just like Black Knights. And this is why I wanted to test both of them, because they are so similar. Obviously Black Knights are much stronger, but they work in a very similar role. When they actually kill a unit, they're just gonna stream roll through the other units. Okay, so that's without access, so that's 258. So the damage is slowly going up. Still only 1 million healing. Monk at 211, so Monk's damage stays the same, but it's gonna change eventually. 29 million. Okay, let's give him some access now. So 400 million, 13 million healing, Monk's damage at 213, so it's went up, and true damage at 145. Okay, so from the levels I didn't gain a lot of damage. The reason for that is basically I'm running 3 healers here, and this mermaid is quite beefy as well, so she can handle herself. Let's go and awaken the weapon. So what does the weapon do actually? And his potential is also not that high. So when we awaken the weapon, Stiffing Javelin, 2 seconds after the battle starts, Knight throws the extra spears they hold, dealing damage equal. Okay, is it all the knights, which is 9 units? Knights throw the extra spears they hold, dealing damage equal to 200 of their attack to a random enemy target. Hey, 21 centimeters above 12. Welcome. And decreasing the target's depth by 10% for 30 seconds. When facing ranged caster units, decreases their unit damage by 20%. Hi, Trump. Okay, let's go. Let's awaken that. Let's see how his damage is going to improve, and also how this skill looks. So first, no access. Okay guys, so since you just joined the stream, this is the spreadsheet I'm gonna be using today. So basically I'm gonna test all of these charger units in 2 scenarios. One when they have access to the backline, and once when they actually get against the tank. This is what I've been playing today. Okay, this is the setup I'm testing with. It's quite strong when it comes to the healing on that side, because Cavaliers just can't kill the mermaid at the moment with the axes and maxed out weapon when it comes to the levels. Okay, so they throw the weapon, but I didn't see it. That was too fast. Let's just do that, speed it up just for the numbers. Okay, so the damage from Awakening. So he's using that skill, obviously we won't be able to see it here. So he's got 400 million. So that's a 14 million increase. True damage, 1 second, let's first do healing. So that's at 13 million again. Monk's damage at 2115. And true damage was at 151. Okay, let's see that fight again. Because I want to see this skill Awakening. How does it look? Because it's obviously it has to have an animation. I saw it at the start. Okay, so that's it. So he throws javelin. And where did it go? I didn't see any of these units taking hit. Obviously the genie probably healed it back on. Okay, let's move. Let's see it again. Yeah, this is why I wanted to check it, because the utility they bring might be actually quite good in a backup unit. Okay, so I didn't see any damage. Did you guys see any damage? They actually have an option when I see. Okay, let's change that spot now for no access. Just want to see if I actually have any damage numbers popping up on the screen on this test server. So he's gonna throw that javelin spear now. It's going for mermaid, but it doesn't show any damage. And we can see the numbers. Yeah, the Cavaliers just did some damage to that behemoth. Why isn't it showing the damage numbers, only crit numbers? Yes, the genie took damage. In real server this skill doesn't do damage as well. Okay, see spell damage numbers, but I don't see unit, only crit. Is it normal? Do we only see crit numbers in live version as well? Okay, so when he has no access to the backline, his damage only goes up by 1 million when he's got access to that skill. Monk's damage is the same, and his true damage is at 29. Okay, so nothing changes with that skill. Okay, I need to check it again. Okay, it's going to be a little bit longer than I anticipated. But this skill has to deal some damage. So we know it's gonna hit mermaid. There's nothing. Her HP bar is full. So unless this skill does like minimum damage, or it doesn't do any damage at all. It's the same number. Okay, let's move on. This is something worth highlighting. I highlighted the Naga tests yesterday, and we're gonna look into them because there might be few things that we've missed out. Yeah, if that is true Trump, then it's really bad design. Okay, this is something that should have changed. And I also was expecting, because it says here, uh, knights throw the extra spears they hold. So basically what I thought is like 9 units gonna throw a 200% of their attack to a random enemy, so that will make a lot of damage, but it didn't improve anything. Okay, so Cavalier's unit damage reduction increases by 25% when taking ranged damage, so it shouldn't increase any damage, but as we had proved yesterday, demons survival and damage and everything went up. So yeah, so let's see if it changes anything. So let's go with the axis. Yeah, so as you can see, just adding a star increased his damage by 12 million. It's healing, it's still at 13,215 for that, and true damage at 155. So it increased damage again. Let's put that. So do you guys have any idea which emblems? Yes, that's true. So maybe when White Tiger gets released, this will become quite interesting. $259. So when he has no access to the backline, his damage stayed the same. Still 1 million healing, Monks doing 202, and true damage value is 29 million. So basically nothing changes when he has no access to the backline. Yes, this is what I was thinking about him, because he actually debuffs enemy team when he appears. So that's why I was thinking, okay, that guy can actually bring something to the table. Because the vampires that I'm using at the moment, they just die. They don't bring anything to the table before they even reach their targets. Yeah, that's actually a good idea, running it with tank emblems on the backup charges. Increase Cavalier's attack by 20% and unit damage by 10%. So if we go and look at his attack, it's at 139,399. And it's at 145. Okay, so that's a 6,000 increase. Let's see how it increases our damage in actual fight. So far as no access. Okay, I'm really not happy about that awakening skill. That does like nothing. So 267, so his damage went up. So far there's no shenanigans, everything's going as it should. Okay. Why don't you awaken him to 6-star? Because I don't have shards on test server. They are very hard to get. Everything that you get from planes, campaigns, arenas, stuff like that, it's very limited resource on the test server. We can't get our hands on it. And it's really hard to get anything else at the moment. But yeah, this is why, so even awakening units is very hard, because the days don't reset the same way they do on a global server. Whenever there's a new day, that the underground doesn't reset on test server. It actually requires a manual reset by developers. It's very hard to get that. Okay, so 443, so that's 17 million increase. His healing went up again. Most damage a little bit down, and true damage 177 million. Okay, so far nothing exceptional from him. Might be the reason for that might be because I'm running all these healers. If I take one of the healers away, let's say I take away one, this battle will look different. If he manages to kill that mermaid, but he can't. At the moment he just can't kill the mermaid. Okay, let's put monks back in. Let's move on with the weapon. Hopefully Dark Knight weapon will be more exciting. So at 3 stars, Cavalier's depth increased by 10%. At the beginning of a battle, all friendly castle units' penetration is increased by 300. This effect cannot be dispelled. Okay, so this is why I put monks in this fight, because we'll be able to see if a monk's damage went up. Okay. Okay. But now that's going to... It's going to change. I need to change my spreadsheet for that. Because obviously now the damage component is going to get down, but what I'll be tracking is I'll be tracking how fast the fight actually finishes. Okay, guys. Because now he is hitting the snowball. When he kills the mermaid, he is actually going to be snowballing. So what I need to do, I need to add. I'm gonna show you guys my spreadsheet. So what I need to add is a duration. Okay, so obviously this all is gonna be 180. Okay, so we're at 180 here and 141. Okay, so now things are going to get interesting. Okay, so he's down only 308 million, obviously because it went down. True damage, I'm going to do that in a second. 13 million healing. Monk damage 151. Okay, so can't check that. And he's done 97 true damage. So let's see what happened. Okay, because obviously I rewinded it. So let's see what happens. So basically he shoot one shot. So that 300 penetration did a lot. And it's not only that, as you can see, Monk Monk is doing a lot of damage to the behemoth, so it takes attention. Yeah, and it takes attention from these healers. They were only healing Mermaid, okay, but now they need to heal Behemoth from time to time as well, and this is what makes this snowball happening. Okay, that's a valid point. Let's see if I change, because that hero just casts Earth Arrow, so for that sake, let's see. Okay, she doesn't have an Earth Arrow. That's actually wrong. Okay, let's do that the same way. And okay, he's got Earth Arrow, but that's going to be a shield. Let's go with. He's got Earth Arrow as well. Okay, she doesn't have Earth Arrow. Let's see if that's the case. Maybe that's the case why he's not casting that. No, it's still the same. So it's actually being cast. But did the damage go? Did you see the HP bar of Mermaid go down? Oh, it's still the same. It's like he's missing that. They throw that spear, but they miss it. And there's no damage. But what I wanted to do, okay, since we're at this point where he actually can kill them, what I want to do is I want to add another unit, and let's put back Candle. I want to see if he can survive the whole fight. The enemy can survive the whole fight. Okay, so almost. So what's the damage difference? 403. So he's done less because he's getting shields from our druid. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going with 3 units and just record the time of the fight. It's not there, Adrian. See, I already checked that. There's only his Justin or whatever it's called. Okay, so okay, I still need to check the damage when he's getting blocked by the tank. Okay, see when we go here in the skill, it doesn't show anything like that. Okay, so when he doesn't have access, he's doing 285 true damage. 1 second, almost 2 million. Doesn't penetration also decreases damage stats since ignores death? It actually should increase the damage done of the unit because you ignore the enemy death, and if the unit stays away, well, obviously this fight finishes before 180 seconds, so that's why his damage went down, because he's just destroying these units. So it's very hard to do that damage, and he got shielded with the Arc Druid, so when the shield damage that you do to the shield is not actually shown. Okay, so Monk damage. Okay, so he improves 10 penetration, and we could see when he has access to the back line, Monk does a lot of damage. But in this scenario, Monk didn't do that much damage the Cavalier was hitting the Behemoth as well. His damage went down a little bit compared to previous Awakening. It went down by 3 million. Okay, let's go with 4-star. So at 4-star, Cavalier's attack decreases the target's death by 20% for 1 second. So, okay, it's not explained. I think that it doesn't have any stacks. So basically, whenever they attack, they decrease the target's death by 20%, which means this debuff stays all the time because they attack every second if they don't get stunned. So let's see. That should increase the damage of both Monk and Cavalier quite significantly. So let's go with getting access denied first. Okay, so his damage went up only a little bit, 294, healing at that. Monk's damage went up by 4 million, and true damage here by 46 million. Okay, so 7 million increase in true damage. Now let's see that. Okay, so the last time the fight finished at 141 seconds. This time around it should finish a bit quicker. As you can see, okay. So now the fight only lasted 89 seconds, so that's 52 seconds decrease in the fight time. So he's taking all these units faster. Obviously the damage chart is going to be looking different now. Yes, if you're playing free-to-play account and you invested a lot in a castle and tower or even a rampart, you can build a good dragon team and you can even put these cavaliers in there. They're still gonna do well because you don't have choice of any better units, and they are burst damage. They snowball. Okay, they work very similar to Dark Knights. They just snowball once they kill a target, but they need to kill that target. And this weapon actually helps them to do that. Once we got this weapon to 3 stars, he's just destroying the backline. So if someone's playing 2 lines and you get access to the backline, you're gonna destroy them. And with Judy, obviously 6-star Judy and Domain, they also gonna be surviving a lot because the Cavaliers are quite beefy. They don't die that easy. Okay, so 5-star. At 5-star, Cavalier creates 15% life drain. Okay, so no damage boost per upgrade, just a utility. But as we know, it's not always the truth. It's not always the truth. So let's see what happens. The last fight was only 89 seconds long. So every time they hit, they reduce the damage of this enemy unit. It's quite good at 4-star. So the fight was shorter by only 4 seconds when he awakened that weapon. It's 85 seconds. Damage was 197, almost same damage. 19 healing. Okay, so his healing went up quite significantly by 10 million compared to the previous fight. Long damage was pretty much the same, and true damage 63. Okay, so true damage went up as well. Now let's block his access. Yes, demon with weapon is very good. I'm still very excited about the test I've done yesterday because it showed that this demon is really strong tank at the moment. Yes, Roland is still good. I'm actually helping one of the whales on North American server, and he's playing against a Roland that runs Astral Comp, and it's basically a very good counter to Dragon Mutara. And obviously you can run this charger there as well. Okay, so when he got his access blocked, his damage went down this time around. 1 million down. His healing went up by 7 million. Monk's damage went down. And true damage went down by 1 million. Bayraktar, don't be disappointed at the moment because the Cavalier that I'm using has no emblems on, okay? So you're gonna see the difference once I put emblems. What I'm looking for. Okay, so charging unit. Yes, exactly. If you have access to the backline, he's burst damage unit, okay, and he is a snowball unit. So once you get this unit, one unit down at the backline, he's just going to go like a domino. Okay, he's gonna destroy the pieces like domino. Okay, so Cavaliers restore 20% of their max HP for themselves when in high morale. This effect can only be triggered once every 3 seconds. Okay, so this is something that is going to boost their survival quite significantly, especially when they are placed under the Roland. So let's see, it doesn't boost any offensive stats, but experience tells me it's gonna boost them. It's gonna change something. So let's go. I believe that you should get Devil to 6-star Krishek. Okay, keep you. Well, obviously you want 6-star free, 6-star and 3-star Awaken Devil, and then slowly work on 5-star Awaken. But his skills are the most important part of his kit. Okay, you want all skills at max level, so that's why 6-star and Devil is important. So as you can see, his damage went up by 14 million. Healing went up to 28 million, so that's 3 times more than it used to be. Monk's damage is very similar, and his true damage went to 48. Okay, so no additional stats, no attack increase or anything, and the damage went up. So this is very common for all the weapons. Yeah, so what you want to do is get him to 6-star. You can get Awakening shards from the pearls. Knights are from Konoha. Okay, so that's snowballed. 84 seconds, which is 1 second less. 1 damage of 8. His healing is going up quite significantly up. 183 and display true damage 59. Okay, so that's it. That's the weapon. There's nothing exciting about this weapon. Obviously, Cavalier, all the charger units are a little bit situational. I don't like playing chargers myself, and I don't like playing against chargers because that means I need to move my units around, and I'm very lazy to do that. But just to finalize that, okay, I'm gonna put some emblems on that fella, and I'm gonna put what's already broken. Okay, so I'm gonna put this Path of Assassins. If you guys have any other suggestions of what I should be running here, maybe there's something you want to try, just let me know so I can actually do that test. Arrogance, okay, let's go with Path of Assassin. Okay, so that'll be Power and Arrogance. That's what you want to test. So first, access denied. Okay, so with Poa, his damage went up by 67 million. Healing by, okay. Monk's damage went up by 4 million, and through damage went up to 88. Okay, so quite a lot through damage increase. And now let's actually get him some backline access, backdoor access. Oops. By the way, this is something that I just found out, guys. See, switching formations here are always actually closed the battle and started again. Okay, is he going to one shot? Almost. Okay, that should actually. Wow. Okay, that was nice. So 49 seconds. So basically the fight duration has been decreased by 2. So 49 seconds. He's done obviously less damage. He's done similar healing. Monk damage went down and through damage at 44. Okay, so that's with Poa. Okay, so with Poa he destroys the backline even faster. Now let's go with Arrogance. I'll do that after this Arrogance test then. Is he going to kill Mermaid now? No, almost similar HP drop as it was with Path of Assassin. So it's 66 seconds. Okay, so Path of Assassin still broken, still outperforming any emblems. So yes, but it's see when the difference is like minimal. If it was like 2 seconds difference on a fight, uh, it tells you that you don't need to invest in Path of Assassin. Okay, if the difference is minimal, but if the difference is huge, that's 20 seconds difference. Obviously, Poa is better. So let's go with Poa here again, and let's try it against Cyclops. Obviously, this Cyclops is going to be strong trump, okay, because this is the Cyclops that has a maxed out weapon as well. You want them just one-on-one. Is that what you want? Okay, let's see what emblems Cyclops has. Okay, and after I finish that, I'm gonna do first raffle, guys, and I'm gonna do a 2-minute break basically. Okay, so Cyclops is going to do toilet. Okay, so emblem, can you please experiment wings? What wings? So he's got paw as well. Okay, so let's see who dies first. That was close. Yeah, I don't know what do you mean by wings. Yes, Cyclops is quite good now. Okay guys, so I'm gonna do the first raffle. Just gonna remind you how it works. So basically I'm gonna change the screen. You're gonna see first question, and whoever answers first will get the reward. Okay, and there's only one reward per account, so if you got these rewards yesterday, you can still participate, but you will not get the diamond reward. Once you answer correctly and you're gonna be chosen, you can just copy that ID here and paste it into the chat. Okay guys, so let's start. I'm gonna change the screen and I'm gonna show you guys the first question, so get ready. Okay, so that's the answer. Let's see who was first. First was Trump. Trump, you won yesterday, so thank you for participating, but I'm gonna exclude you from the prize. It's always nice that you participate in all these raffles, because it shows you have a great knowledge of the game. So okay, so the next correct answer, 21 centimeters unbuffed. That's our winner. Congratulations! I'm really happy that you guys have know actually what hero it is. Okay, let me just copy your UID and server. Okay guys, I'm gonna do 1 minute break. I'm just gonna go to the toilet, grab something to eat, and we can continue. And the next thing that I'm gonna test will be Black Knight weapon. So stay tuned. Back, I forgot to unmute my microphone. Okay, so the next unit we're gonna test today is going to be a Dark Knight, Dread Knight, or however you want to call him. So the unit that we're gonna run is at 6 star. Sorry, at 6 star, 5 star Awaken, obviously max level and max gonna remove the emblems. As you can see, we're gonna test it without any emblems to make it fair. It's not have any potential in it. All the skills are maxed out, obviously, and I'm gonna test it in the same formation. However, I'm gonna change the hero because we want low morale. So difference will be I'm gonna run Sandro, I should probably run Lord Hard, however I don't have him on test server, sadly, because that would make this unit quite powerful. So I'm quite sad I didn't get to have Lord Hard. Okay, let's go with that. So it's going to be the same basically. Let's just put everything like it was previously. So we're gonna see the difference between these two units. I don't need Monk now. I believe I don't need any unit here because obviously Demon is not gonna die because he's going to be against all these healers. And gonna fight against, where's that guy? Okay, so it's going to be pretty much the same scenario. That would be not. Mermaid in the top. Genie. And Monk. Okay, so this is the same scenario. Let's go through the spreadsheet quickly. So basically same rule as with Cavalier, except I'm not gonna record Monk's damage because I don't need to. Black Knight doesn't do monks, but what I'm gonna put here is duration of the fight, because I believe these fights are not gonna last as long as they did with Cavalier, because obviously after we awaken the weapon, at some point Black Knight will be jumping just like Devil to the enemy backline and he'll be destroying these units. So let's check his damage when he's have access blocked. No, Serafina. Oh, welcome back, Serafina. No, sadly, you can't play on a test server. It's only for chosen ones. So, well, the ones that Ubisoft chooses. Basically, it's content creators and moderators. So we have access to test things before they get released, so we can report any bugs. Maybe at one day they will release it to public, but at the moment, no, they only have limited people. You still playing the game, Seraphin? I haven't seen you in a while. Okay, so yeah, I need something to keep these dead knights alive, because otherwise this test will have no ground. So sadly I need to put Genie. Okay, let's do that again. What do you mean, Krzysiek? What? How broke? What do you mean he's broken? Okay, so 0, 0. So damage done 157 million. Oh yeah, that's what people were saying. When I did the test of core faction, I didn't notice he's that strong. Obviously, maybe when he gets to the back, when he gets to the back line, it might be a little bit different, just like with every Cavalier. But I didn't see his damage being so OP. Obviously, I don't have any Casable players on my server. Well, yeah, a lot of changed, Serafina, since you've played. But see, when you return, even if you return to your main account, you will be getting a lot of free diamonds and freebies, basically, from the event. So 133, well, it's only 13 million true damage and 0 healing. Okay, so now let's give him access to the backline. It's going to be interesting because Black Knight snowballs better than Cavalier. Cavalier is a support, but it's just so strong because of summon. Yes, of new servers, Shark Tamer is quite strong because his Shark is doing a lot of damage alone. So yeah, it's a strong unit. Very well explained by Ivica Jovanovic. I agree totally with that. This is why he's so strong at the new servers. And if I were to start on a new server, I'll probably play Cove. Okay, 307 million. So compared to what Cavaliers did at 0 stars, Cavalier did more damage than Dread Knight did to the backline and even to Behemoth. Okay, that was 180. And not only that, Ivica, the Zero is so strong on new server mainly because of how easily it is to obtain Devil if you are willing to get high VIP level. Because getting Demon to level to 6 star will be quite easy if you're willing to spend a lot of money compared to everything else that is random. So obviously your pool is gonna be random. Okay, so let's get that weapon to level 40. But just to show you guys something interesting, look at this damage chart. Okay, so at weapon 0, in both cases, Cavalier outperformed the Black Knight. So this is quite interesting note. Okay, let's see level 40 weapon. Is he going to kill that? Obviously without Lord Heart 2-star passive, they are not as strong as they should be. Okay. Did I actually level up weapon? So I've put 40 levels into that weapon and the damage didn't go up. That's a very good point, Krzysiek. Maybe I should put monks back in here. It's too late now. However, I've increased the weapon level by 40 and the damage was the same as without that. Yep, exactly same. 307. Maybe true damage changed. 76. No, it's all the same. Did you guys notice that as well? 40 levels into the weapon and no damage increase. Let's see when we block the axis. Maybe it's gonna change here. I'm just gonna put monks back in. Okay, so here his damage went up because I used monks. But it was weird that his damage never increased previously. In the previous fight. Okay, let's just move on. Gonna be using monk from now on. Let's get that weapon upgraded a little bit. Let's get it to level 60 now. It's another threshold. Yep, so I'm gonna keep it that way with monks. So it was 192 previously. Okay, it went up, good. That's what I like to see. 213 and true damage against a single target is only 16 million. That's fine, let's move on. So when I finish all the weapons that are currently available, I'll be doing adjutant tests as well, and after I do all the adjutants, I'll be doing emblem tests, where I'm gonna test a single emblem with different cast levels, so we can see how much it actually improves. Okay, 388 compared to 356 of Cavalier. Yes, so he is outperforming Cavalier now when I used the same units. Let's with him. Okay, 97, good. Fight is 180. So obviously these levels are not gonna make him like too good. Yes, Path of Assassins are just broken at the moment. Oops, that's a wrong unit. Okay, so let's level up to level 80. Okay, Mermaid is getting dangerously low sometimes. So 408, so that's 20 million increase. And his true damage increased to 103, so that's by 5 million. It's not bad. Okay, now let's block his access. Whew. Yes, getting your devil to 6-star is quite important. And you still have quite a lot of time before Venom Spawn is released, so you might be able to get your diamonds back in time to get him as well. Okay, so 19 million, so nothing really happens here. Just a little bit of damage increase per level. Okay, let's max out that weapon and the fan can start once we get this weapon awakened. Gorax, after you finish the cut test, can you try to test the weapon maxed? You jump at backline and kill a unit, and after that, instead of jumping to another back unit, they just jump to tanks. Yes, I'm gonna test it once we get it awakened to that level, because I heard that is what's actually happening. And I think mods already explain why is that happening, but it shouldn't be like that. Obviously, they are just now. If they kill enemy units, if they kill that unit, they go for the backline. So if they got that awakened and they jump from that line to that backline unit and they destroy it and move down here, that means there's a problem with AI. It shouldn't be like that, because it changes the AI significantly. It doesn't make them worth charges as, oops, excuse me, as supposed to do. Okay, so his damage went down. And upgraded the weapon by another 20 levels. That's interesting. Okay, let's give him some access to the backline. So leveling up weapons for charger units doesn't give them the biggest boost. So I believe so far only range units benefit the most from levels on their weapons. Like Medusa's damage, Cyclops' damage was increased like by a huge number. Okay, and 108 million true damage. Guys, I could not feel my finger on that far anymore. Yeah, I decided not to put because I got these copyright claims and stuff like that. I don't want to deal with all that stuff. I'm just gonna make it blank. Can you please change the attacking and defending team's reverse also? Can it be a difference also? Hanser, I could do that, but only at the end of the test, because doing that every test will just make this like 4 hours, 5 hours stream, and it's quite late where I live. It's like 11 p.m. at the moment. Okay, so we got that weapon at the max level. Now the fun part begins. So we're gonna start awakening it, and this weapon is, by the looks of it, is quite strong. Especially I like the utility it brings to Death Knight. It makes them a second devil in disguise. Okay, so when we awaken the weapon, the Black Knight decreases the death of hostile units within a large range by 30%, increases his own penetration by 500, and when we run Cavalier, he increased the penetration of castle units by 300, so that's even more. But he has to be fighting units in low morale for that to happen. Yes, because when you reverse the formation, there's a different RNG seed, so it's gonna be different. Well, it should be different now. Let's see. Okay, so let's awaken that weapon and let's see what happens. So first he's gonna have access to the backline. He just had 2 stuns there. Okay, he's almost killing Mermaid. Okay. So obviously his damage went down. And this is just gonna happen now. Somehow he was able to do some... Okay, yeah, he was able to do healing because he started killing units. So yeah, that explains it. His true damage was lower, 69. However, the duration of the fight was only 143 seconds, guys. So by just awakening the weapon, we change the fight completely. So awakening the weapon is really important in that case. It really boosts the damage of that fella, and we should be able to see the damage increase when he's got blocked. Okay, it's not gonna be a big increase in this scenario, but we can see the percentage. Maybe we'll be able to notice some difference. But he's starting clearing at just awakening of the weapon. Okay, so no, actually his damage went down against single target and against tank. But see, the difference between Cavalier and him, Cavalier started clearing the battlefield at 3 stars awakening. He did it with just 1. So just unlocking that awakening is making Death Knight very strong. But obviously it cost quite a lot of mithril to do it. And obviously it's scarce resource when you're free to play player. So let's move on, let's awaken it again. So at 1 star, the Black Knight unit's damage reduction increases by 20%. So no offensive stat. However, as we know, there's always something hidden. Always something changes when you level up a weapon. When the unit gets damage reduction, his damage can double. Just like with Demon yesterday. When he reduces the enemy's dodge, his survival rate goes off the roof by the roof. Okay, so when he has blocked access, his damage went up by 21 million by increasing his damage reduction. $26 through the roof. Thank you, Krzysiek. It's hard to maintain correct grammar when I'm speaking so fast during the stream. Yes, that's Era of Chaos logic for you guys. Whenever you do something to the weapon, the damage of your unit might go up, might go down. You never know. It doesn't say. The testing is going pretty well, Martin. Thank you for asking. We halfway through the Dark Knight now. Cavalier is finished. The results of that test are not the most exciting because Cavalier is not the unit that is going to be used by many, and it's not a unit that has got exciting skills or anything. Even that is dependent on RNGs. Yes, exactly. Okay, so the fight lasted longer by 1 second compared to just awakening the weapon. So that's weird. So we increased the level of the weapon. The damage on a single target when it's blocked increased by 21 million. However, when it comes to having access to the backline, the fight lasted 1 second longer. Okay, 1 second is still, it's minimum. Okay, doesn't, how to say, it's just 1 second. Okay, so something might have happened. Okay, like an extra 0.5 second during the stand or something, but it explains, okay, because there was like no increase in offensive stat, only defensive stat. So the change is still weird that it lasted 1 second longer, but as long as it didn't like half or get double duration, that's good. Okay, so let's start, let's go, let's move on. Let's awaken it again. So we got the Black Knight's unit damage increases by 25%. Okay, so that should speed up the clearing of the backline. So it was 145 previously. This should be a big boost, but whenever I say a big boost to something, I end up surprised, and I want to see if that's gonna kill that unit. No, almost killing the mermaid with one shot. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, so 103, so that's a significant change. We say 41 seconds. His damage is only 4, 60 million healing, and true damage 72 million. Okay, so as I said, that I was expecting a big boost when it comes to clearing the backline. However, you never know. You never know with this test. You might be surprised. When I increased Naga weapon to a certain star and make so it should be giving me like 20% damage increase, it actually reduced my damage by 25%. So you never know with this test, and this is why I'm doing them star by star, level by level, because I want to see when the weird things happen, and it's easier to report them that way. Because obviously, if I get that weapon to level to 6 star, I'm not able to reverse the process. So now, so yeah, this is weird. Another weird situation. So his damage went down when he's blocked. His true damage went up though. So yeah, so I'm just gonna show you guys that quickly. Okay, so this is the spreadsheet as it stands at the moment. So he went down by 27 million down here. His true damage went up, which is important. Okay, the only thing that really matters is true damage in these tests. Obviously this is going down because the fights are shorter. So yeah, let's get back to the main screen. Okay, so that's 2 star, and I believe it's now where the fun begins. Is it at 3 star? At the beginning of the battle, the Black Knight charges on the spot. During this time, he is immune to all kinds of damage, appears in front of the hostile unit standing at the end of the path in 6 seconds. If there is no suitable target, attacks a random back row unit and deals a critical strike. No awakening effect, only works once per battle. So I believe his damage is going to reduce because there's a slight delay before he appears behind the enemy. But it all depends on the positioning of this unit. So let's see. So first of all, now he's going to have his access to the backline all the time. But I'm still gonna do it both ways. Okay, I'm still gonna put him here and put him here, and we're gonna see the difference in the clear times. But just to show you guys how it looks. Okay, so he's teleporting, it's delaying. Okay, as you can see, it takes a little bit of time before he disappears, so he's losing like 7 seconds of the fight, and then appears in the back row and just starts melting them. But yes, this is what's wrong with that, guys. Okay, he should be going up here. He should be going from genies and monks to mermaid. He's going for the tank. So while this skill is good, it's also broken. And I believe this is the same issue we have with Naga's AI. Okay, but his damage doubled. Okay, his damage doubled on no access. Genie's auto attacks are healing him. He's not doing any what's it called? Actually, no, it's Mermaid that's healing him. Look at that. Genie did almost no healing. It's Mermaid that keeps him alive. Yep, so this is what I'm gonna do next. So basically, I'm gonna test if he's going to go after Mermaid and then go straight to the tank, which he should not. Yeah. Yeah, he teleports, kills the mermaid, and now, well, no, he doesn't kill the mermaid yet. If he moves to the behemoth, his AI is getting confused. No, he doesn't. Okay, so that's good. So he's gonna clear the back line and move to the tank line now. But did it increase the clear time? It did. Okay, so 65 seconds. That's a difference of 38 seconds when it comes to clearing enemy units, and his damage. Okay. Okay, am I reading this number good? No, I was reading it bad. Okay, so that's 127 million. For a second there, I thought it's a billion, over a billion. But yeah, it's only 127 because the fight is much. The fighter is shorter. Okay, so he's done quite a lot of healing though. He's got 22 million healing, and his true damage 39 million. Okay, so the damage is going to go down. Yeah, it's good now, but it might be different on a live server because there's quite a big difference between a global server and a test server, guys. When I was doing, I believe when I was recording one of the events on a test server and it got released on a global server next day, the rewards and the quests were different. I'm waiting for Angels, Titan, even Magic Airship weapon if they're gonna release it. I'm not sure. Basically, I'm looking forward to all astral weapons. I'm not looking forward to Devil weapon because once Devil get his weapon, it's not gonna be fun anymore because he's going to be back to his state when he'll be demolishing the backline, and I don't like that gameplay. Okay, so let's move on. So 3-star awakened weapon on Death Knight really makes a difference. This is a really important step, so this is what you should be considering. Going from even awaken is good, so awaken, then 3-star, and let's see what other thresholds are good to go for if you're still playing Necro. So at 4-star, when dealing a critical hit, the Black Knights get 50 critical hit and 20% magic resistance. Okay, this is crap. 20% magic resistance is a crap. Last 5 seconds and stack up to 10 times. Okay, so he can have up to 500 critical hits. So that's good. Do you use English daily beside the streams? Most of the days, yes, because I live abroad. Whenever I'm at home, I speak my native language. Whenever I'm outside, I try to speak English as much as possible. And I speak English at work as well. However, I speak so fast sometimes that I just don't worry about grammar. Okay, so let's go. So his crit hit should go up. Okay, that was 70 seconds. Okay, so his crit hit went up, but the fight was 5 seconds longer than the previous fight. Weapons are so tedious and expensive to upgrade. See you later, 21 centimeters. Enjoy your night. Yes, they are very expensive to upgrade, and the resources required to get them is not easy to get, especially for the SSI units, and this is why it's important to know which one you should invest into, because you don't want to start investing in a, let's say, Naga weapon, and then something gets released that you really need, and you're like have to wait for a couple months to get it. So 43 million, 70 million healing. Okay, let's move him back to the line when he has no access. Obviously now he's got access everywhere. Do you have any insight on a release timeline for Devil's Weapon and SR Plus Inferno units? No, sorry guys, there's no like a roadmap for the game. I believe I only once received a roadmap for the game, and that was it. Right now it's basically whatever they add to the test server. Obviously I can't tell you guys what's happening because that's against the rules. But once they announce something on a Discord channel, I can actually start talking about it. But this basically, whenever they announce something on a Discord channel, we get it added to the test server like a day before. So we don't have that much time to be like ahead of the community. And whenever something is released, it's only like added to the test server only like a week before the release date. So we only have like a week to test stuff. That's why I'm testing it after it's getting released, because I have more time to do it. So the fight was still at. Okay, so he still can't kill Behemoth if he doesn't have access to the backline, because he's not killing the mermaid, and mermaid is killing is keeping the Behemoth alive. Okay, so that was a test at 4-star. Let's get that weapon to 5-star. But so far I'm just comparing both Cavalier and Black Knight, and Cavalier is not actually doing that bad compared to Black Knight. Yes, so see, me and Trump, we play at EU20, and we have one of these big whales, Daysan. Whatever new is released, he's getting at 6-star. He's got all commanders at 6-star, he's getting weapons at 6-star, and it's nice. It's nice to have all that stuff. So 5-star, let's get it to 5-star. So Black Knight's life drain increases by 20% and an extra 20% after landing a critical hit. So that should boost his survival significantly. However, it doesn't provide any offensive stats, but from the experience, I bet something crazy is gonna happen. Wonder where people get all that money they pump into EOC. I believe most of the people that play this game are saving a lot of money because of the COVID-19 at the moment. So they're not socializing, they don't go to the bars, they got extra money, and I believe I believe also I know from a fact that some of these people actually invest into cryptocurrency and they got spare money to spend and stuff like that. People always get money to throw away. If you don't gamble, if you don't invest, you got plenty of money to spend. Okay, so 529 million damage. Still not being able to kill that big behemoth because of my mermaid, and mermaid is very good healer. I really like the way she does things. Okay, so his healing went up quite significantly in this test as well, because that lifesteal increase. Why so in Brank's video 6-star added so much survivability to DK? I'll need to read the 6-star description. I just forgot what it does. So I'll be able to answer that once we get to that point. We're almost there. It's a 5-star now. Okay, so very similar. So 70 seconds, nothing changed. The damage went down by 8 million. The true damage stayed the same. Healing went up by 19 million, which is huge. And the fight duration is still 70 seconds. So he's still 15 seconds ahead of Cavalier, which is a free unit, while this is a SSI unit and a very hard one to obtain. Well, it used to be very hard to obtain because obviously I believe they added him to the faction drawing altar. Okay, so what we got left? We got a 6-star weapon left, and then I'm gonna try emblems on him. So if you guys have any idea what emblems, oh, it's in Gorax as well. That's nice. And if you guys have any idea what emblems I should try beside Path of Assassin, obviously, just give me a shout and I'm gonna do it. So at 6-star, King's Revival summons one Black Knight every 20 seconds. Black Knight can be summoned once the target unit is killed. Whenever Black Knight appears, increase its unit crit hit by 100 and penetration by 50. Also to the gold shop, a tokens one shot. Oh yeah, they released that version of a shop that doesn't require you to get any ranking, so that's very good. And this is something that I really like about the global version, because I had a chance to check the Chinese version of the game, and there's so many things that are missing when compared to global. Global has so many quality changes, guys. I'm not sure. I'm not high level in the Chinese version yet, but I don't see that game speed. I don't see steward. The shop is different. They don't have the sticks that I can buy stuff with. They really improved the global version compared to the version they ran in China. I'm really happy with the way it's going because it saves me a lot of time. What's the emblem that had a chance to stand? I think I can't remember that name. So I would like to see him with 6 Dark Prophecy emblems at orange level. Yes, I believe Dark Prophecy is the emblem that stuns enemies. So I'm gonna test this as well. Okay, let's go. Let's see. That's a maxed out weapon. Oh yes, I want to see how it actually looks. I want to see that animation. He should be casting. Okay, so he still can't one-shot mermaid. So we got 3 sets. Okay, so that summons that small Dark Knight, and thanks to that, okay, so this Dark Knight doesn't disappear. As you can see, there's no time on it. I only summons 1. No, actually no, it's 2 now. Okay, but they are not separate here. Okay, so they as a 1 unit here. So they've done 9 million damage. Okay, so that's not bad. The fight lasted 48 seconds. So that's a 22 seconds difference. He's done 124 million. That small guy done 9 million, so that's not bad. Small decay, 9 million, that's not bad. Let's see, true damage, so that's 675 compared to 36 million, and he's healing 28 million. Okay, so went down a little bit. It's supposed to summon 1 automatically every 20 seconds when he kills a unit. 1 for every kill. Yes, it looks cool. Okay, it looks really nice and does increase the damage of the Dread Knight quite significantly. As you can see, the fight finished in 48 seconds compared to Cavalier's 84 seconds. So that's like 40% quicker. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Let's block that guy now. Creeping wings. It only looks nice. This is the problem. I hope there will be more ways to obtain void crystals. I really like these animations. Okay. Okay, go one small guy. Is he going to finally kill that behemoth? Oh, that was so close. Yes, he did. Keep that in mind, Martin. If I forget about that, remind me, please. I'll make sure I do that. We already checked how Cavalier does against Cyclope, and he's lost. So 123 million. Okay, so that's nice damage boost here. And the fight finished at 170 seconds. So at 6-star weapon, he was finally able to take down this behemoth. Oh, and actually, they got separated here. Okay, that one lasted only 15 seconds. That one lasted the whole fight. That's nice. Okay, so that's the weapon at max level. My thoughts. Okay, so while it doesn't increase the damage of the unit well, it does increase the weapon the unit damage when you level it up, but it doesn't increase it by the number that I'm used to when I'm testing all these range units. The awakening of the weapon and the utility it brings to these units is quite strong, because he's just destroying the backline. If he's got access to the backline, he destroys the enemy team. Even if he doesn't and you got a weapon at 6-star, he will eventually destroy the team. Okay, so this is the spreadsheet. This is how it looks. Okay, so basically when you awaken the weapon, this is when fun begins. He's destroying the backline, and then he just rolls down. When he's got his access denied, it's not impressive until you get the weapon to 6-star. So it was 170 seconds. Yeah. Okay, so let's get back to the main screen. Let's check the emblems now. Because obviously, keep in mind, guys, it looks not impressive because this unit had no emblems. So first, we're gonna do obviously the OP. Okay. Before you end the stream, can you please tell us your opinion on the Fishing Master event? Yes, I can do it now. So I believe this event had a potential, but it requires too much money to spend, guys. Okay, if you don't want to spend money, you can do what I'm doing and just get the rewards that you want, and only buy the 1 diamond fishnet and $1 fishnet. This is what I'm personally doing. I don't want to spend too much money on a gamble because it's a gamble. Okay, guys. You either need to spend a lot of diamonds to get these rewards that you want, and it's gonna cost you quite a lot because that button goes up. Okay, so I'm just making sure this is a test server that I'm on. So if I just do that, look how fast it goes up. Okay, so it's a good diamond thing. The rewards are great. Keep that in mind. The rewards are great, but you gamble. Okay, when I buy something, I like it to be what I want to buy. This is why I like these single purchase shops, when I choose what I want as a reward. But here you gamble, you can have access to great stuff. Obviously, does it cap at 100 diamonds? Yes, it does. Okay, so no bad. So what I'm taking personally from that shop is Dragon Blood. For me, this is the best value because I want that paladin at 6-star and I need 100 shards, and this is gonna speed that process quite significantly. The other thing worth taking is Quiet Pearl, because SSR Awakening Soulstones are quite hard to get by, and I want paladin at 5-star Awakening as well. So I want my paladin. This is what I want for it. As a player who spends money, I don't want that, okay? Because there's a better value when you do a single purchase. If you're a free-to-play player, I believe this is the most important thing for you, because getting Void Mithril as a free-to-play player is quite hard to do. Oracle Covenant Scrolls are also good because in total you can get 80, which equals to a 3-star ultra rare unit. However, you can obtain them through the events quite easily every month, okay? While Emblem Selection tickets that can give you Path of Assassin are hard to get by as a free-to-play player. So it's all personal basically. But this even had a potential if it actually gave more fishnets through the quests, because you can only get limited number, and the way I do it is I do a 1-5 roll, and then I do 1 rolls until I get an orange reward. Once I get orange reward, I just roll for another reward. This is why I have emblems on my Black Dragon right now. This is what is it actually one of the few events the rewards are actually worth more than the diamonds spent? Yes, the rewards are all great, okay, and all of them are actually better value than the diamonds spent. However, I wouldn't spend money on that even, guys, because okay, you get 80 fishnets. That's a lot. That's a lot of fishnets. You can get quite a lot of these rewards, and it might be worth the money spent. But you're gonna gamble, okay? You're gonna gamble that. While when you go to your events and you go to a single purchase, obviously it's not available at the moment, you choose what you want to buy. You buy either Void Mithril, you buy these tokens, or you buy other things. Also, there's a shop here. Oops, sorry. Blah blah blah. Where is it? Okay, these deals are good. Okay, so what I'm buying here is I'm buying 1 holiday emblem selection pack, and I choose Path of Assassin. See you later, Martin. Enjoy your night. I buy one holiday orange emblem every day to also get Pandora box, because these rewards are quite good. So this is worth buying definitely for the Path of Assassins. There's never enough Path of Assassin, guys. Everything else I'm skipping. As I said before, I'm only buying one diamond fishnet and $1 fishnet. I think the Ultra Scrolls and Emblem tickets are the most valuable for free-to-play players. Yes, but however, Mithril is also good if you're planning to get SSR unit weapons to 6-star eventually, because you can only have limited supply. Basically, I think someone said, okay, it's not me, but I believe someone said it requires like 4 or 6 months to get a maxed out SSI unit weapon as a free-to-play player if you're lucky. So okay, but let's move on to the test. Let's test that Death Knight with emblems. Let's see which emblem is going to boost his damage the most. Firstly, I believe it's going to be Path of Assassin, because this emblem currently is just too OP. You get more value by spending 100 cash on this event than you get from recharging during an ultra altar for the same amulet. Do you mean like a single purchase recharge, or you mean spending the scrolls, spending diamonds on the scrolls? Single purchase. Okay, so the fight lasted 110 seconds. See, the reason I actually don't do single purchases is, as you know, I'm trying to avoid spending too much money. I'm trying to only buy things that I need, and this is why I only do single purchase. I only do single purchase events when there's a refresh on the double diamonds value. This is the only time I do single purchase events. So for 100 I get a 200 diamond value. This is the only time I actually do that. Okay, let's do that with him up here. And if you actually followed my channel and you play on Android device, it's quite harder to do it on Android device, but you can get this offer twice if you manage to get your hands on iOS device. But if you're playing on iOS, it's very easy for you to get it by just installing BlueStacks and getting double diamond reward again. Okay, so with Poa, that fight lasted 38 seconds, so that's 10 seconds less, but it was a huge difference when he had no access to the backline. A 60 seconds increase. So another emblem that I was told to test was, hold on, so one, test Darkness Enlightenment. Okay, let's test Darkness Enlightenment. Oh, I hope I have him. Quick inlay. Is that Darkness Enlightenment? Okay. Let's try that. I also was told to do Jealousy. Let's see. Darkness Enlightenment, Jealousy, and what other? The one that stuns the enemies. So that's 42 seconds. So it's not bad, it's only 4 seconds difference. Let's see how much of a difference it makes here. Okay, so this is interesting. It outperformed Path of Assassin in this scenario. The reason for that is because Death Knight was able to kill Ancient Behemoth faster. Yep, so that's interesting. Let's put Jealousy now. So this is one unit where you can potentially... Oh, okay, I only got 7. Where you can potentially skip Path of Assassin and do something else. But obviously he has to survive up until that point, okay? Because here he's not getting tagged by anything. Okay, so that's 17 seconds slower than slower than Path of Assassin and 36 seconds slower than Darkness Enlightenment. .58 here, okay, so that's slower. Obviously, it's something to consider if you're actually using. I can tell you, Daysun's 405 decay simply explodes after the 6 seconds of unity. From a cost utility perspective, decay is a failure, at least in my opinion. This is the reason I agree with that, because I don't like charging units. Once I was playing with you against you, and I had been running Necro, and your rock and your green dragon destroyed my charges line like instantly. I decided, nope, I'm not gonna play that anymore. Because they're very situational, these charger units. And the problem with the Dark Knight is he's only 9-man unit. Yeah, Trump is playing on EU. Well, we are in a different guild now, but he's playing in EU20 as well. He's playing that. Trump is a bend over. If you watched my channel, had a couple of videos featuring him. Okay, so another one was, which one is it? Is it that? Okay, so someone wanted me to check Broken Prophecy. Let's see. In that scenario, it might not be an increase in a clear time. However, it provides a utility. So Broken Prophecy. Okay, so 44 seconds. Exception Dragon Mutara were with extras, Evil Sorceress, Manticore, and Harpies are useful even if they are blocked by attack. Yes, Dragon Mutare currently has the strongest charging units. Evil Sorceress, obviously ultra rare unit. Manticore brings so much utility. When Manticore got awakened, it became very problematic for my Astral. And whenever I run against Harpies in like Endless Inferno, I need to be very careful with when I cast spells, because when you cast a spell they reduce the damage reduction of your tanks, and tanks in Endless Inferno are really squishy, so I need to avoid casting before Harpies die, otherwise I'm stuck at the level. Okay, so 44 seconds in that scenario. So basically the best choice when you have access to the backline is Path of Assassin, followed by I forgot the darkness. I forgot the name of that artifact of these emblems. So DE, which reduces enemies damage reduction every time you hit it. I forgot the name of that, obviously. Followed by Broken Promise, which yes, Darkness Enlightenment. Thank you. Let me just do that because I will forget it. Darkness. Okay. Jealousy. Oh, sorry. Broken Promises outperform Jealousy in this scenario. Let's see if Broken Promises outperforms anything here. I don't think so. Okay, 149. So let's look at that quickly. So that's emblem testing here, guys. Okay, I should have done it. Okay, so Poa is the winner when you have access to the backline, and Darkness Enlightenment is a winner when you actually get blocked by a tank, because that way you can destroy tank much quicker. Okay guys, this will conclude. No, it will not. Someone wanted me to try Death Knight against Cavalier, and I'm gonna do it just in a second. So we're gonna have Death Knight here with Sandro against Cavalier with Roland. But before I do that, I'm gonna put another question up, guys, so there's a chance to win 500 diamonds. Let me just get that ready for you. Okay, so just a reminder, the rules are as follow. If you already won once, you're excluded for the prize, but you can still take part into the answering the question. It's only one per account. The first person that answers correctly will be the winner. All I need is your EU ID and server you're playing on, which you can find here. Just copy that. It's gonna be all that I need. Okay, guys, so get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay guys, here's the answer. So the first correct answer was by Trump, but obviously he's won already. And the second correct answer is Adrian C. Okay, Adrian, as I said, can you please go to your profile? It's about rosters, Byron. It's not about global effects or basically the question was about this roster. Got faction, class, and special. And the unit can benefit from, well, Cavalier and basically all the units can benefit from 3 roster connections. If we were talking about like support and everything, then yes, you will be right. So this is your, okay, let me just copy that. And what server you're playing on? There will be one more question, guys, so don't worry, I'm gonna do it very quickly just after the last fight that I'm gonna show you. Just waiting for Adrian to give me the server name. KU89. So that's 4 winners, and I'm gonna do a 5th question just after that fun fight. So we got Sandro with Dread Knight against Roland with Cavaliers. Let me see if you can actually see that. Yes, okay, so that's the main screen. Let's go. Oh, so that was close. That was close. Let's see it in slow motion. So what happens here is Cavalier casts his skill and Death Knight is immune. During that, he's immune. He jumps behind, casts his ultimate, and then gets stunned. And the small guy almost finishes Cavalier, but then Death Knight does the last hit. Okay guys, so this is the last question, and I'm gonna finish this stream today. I would like to thank everyone for joining me. It's always nice to have someone alongside me to do all these tests, because you guys got ideas and I like to make them actually come true. Okay, so let's go with the last raffle. Let me just quickly set it up. I believe usually I do an activity reward, however I can see that most of you are active. So basically I'm gonna do it for everyone. There's only 10 viewers at the moment, so let's go with it. So this is going to be the last question. Okay, hopefully will be easy one. Yeah, but this, see, There's you, Krzysiek, there's Bayratan, and there's also Ivica. All three of you are very active, so there'll be a chance for you to win as well, and some newcomers as well. Let's go. Last question, guys. Okay, and here's the answer. So the first correct answer, okay, I don't know how to treat it, because Byron, you answered incorrectly first. Okay, so this is your first answer. I'm not gonna take into consideration your second answer, which is the correct answer, but you jumped the gun. Okay, so this is incorrect. You got one entry. Adrian C already won, but this is the correct answer. And the next one is Krzysiek with Devil. Yes, I knew once I saw it. Okay, and yes, Krzysiek, you're right. There might be a delay. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. And I've tried to fight against it. I've tried to reduce the latency. I've tried to reduce latency, increase the delay on Twitch to make it as close as possible, but it's very hard to notice that during the stream. But you want Krzysiek. I just need your EU ID and yeah, I've been told that, but it's very hard to fight when you're streaming on two platforms. And Heidegger, I've already know how to fix it. Why? What do you mean? Can I do it on both platforms? I believe I can. Digger, can you contact me on Discord and show me the rule so I can read it? And Krzysiek, I also need your test server, sorry, server name. See you later, Trump, and see you later as well, Adrian. Let me just double check that Digger. Okay, I see what you mean. I didn't know that. So basically next time I need to choose one of them where to stream, and I really like streaming on both because the VOD on YouTube is getting saved and then I can work with it. Okay, EU 111. Oh, so that's a nice new server. Okay, Digger, I'll keep that in mind. So next time I'll probably stream on only one platform and I'm gonna choose which one. Okay guys, thank you for watching the stream tonight, and the rewards should be sent by Friday. Yeah. Obviously I'm gonna do a shorter version of these videos and post them on YouTube, so they'll be always available, and there will be a guide. Basically I've already done one with Demon and it's gonna get released somewhere tomorrow. Okay, stay safe guys and